Metropolitan Twilight by Bolton. Mid-May, day warm but cooling down, as afternoon ripens past ripeness, and shadows increase their claim. Through any window you happen to look out of, the world is lush with the contrived imagery of shrub and thick grass, pine and palm, while beyond it all the blue of the bare sky goes deep with anticipation of stars. Down the block the last lawnmower chortles out, and children disappear into the sound of their own shouts. A woman shakes out a sheet and drapes it over a cord, where it billows alive in breeze. Otherwise the scene is ghostless, or ghosted only with a promise having nothing to do with the past, for there's no place here for the past, not with winter seeming so far away, and summer heavy in the held breath of the world's various green, and the huge plains passing over now, and the passengers beginning to undo their seat belts and order cocktails, their thoughts most surely hundreds of miles ahead of them, of summer, of lovers in other cities. And there's no telling what might be happening now behind the sun-struck windows of the 8-story apartment building up the street, nor in the topmost towerings of skyscrapers downtown, the southwest sides of which the late light has, touching, turned to gold. Watching, you wouldn't have thought it possible that the world could go on transforming like this its already perfected self, or that the moment turned inward might yield such inklings of the eternal. And it is like this, till, of a sudden, skies blue and worlds green meld in marine light, and all along the avenues the street lamps flicker on, making incandescent globes of silver for moths to flutter through. And in the unprepared for return to the self, you are sad for you couldn't say what reason. And in this in-between time and in-between season, the heart cries out for what it dreams it has lost. It is the hour when a man might decide to rise and walk to the corner store for an evening newspaper, but stops on the sidewalk and turns. He sees the house he's lived in all these years, and, through the window, his wife reading in lamplight, and wonders, perhaps, how his life came to happen to him like this, and what it's meant, and how much longer it will be before his body fails, or his wife's body fails, and the dream they both always knew the ending of comes finally true, and turns again and walks, hands clutching the familiar contents of his pockets. He sees one jet winking westward, the first star pulsing on, and through the tangled fingers of some trees, the moon, for him, is a bright, magnificent coin that can't be spent in this world.